In today's breaking story, Epstein's victim just spoke out and made Trump a shocking offer. That's right, things have just gone from burning to boiling for Donald Trump and this Epstein scandal. How's it going? My name is Hunter Avalone with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now at this point, the Epstein scandal is not going to go away, probably ever, for Donald Trump. And now he's lashing out at anyone or anything that makes him look bad. For example, he recently attacked the Wall Street Journal, which is conservative-leaning as far as its editorial board, just for surfacing more stuff about his Epstein ties.
You've been very open about wanting an expedited deposition from Rupert Murdoch. This is somebody that you were close with, and this is the Wall Street Journal Epstein case. Do you think, maybe the better question is, why do you think the Journal is attacking you like that?
Well, it's funny because the New York Post has been terrific. They have a really good man. Yeah. Keith Poole runs it, and they've been great. The Wall Street Journal has been terrible. They've been so bad. It's like a gossip page. It's like, it's not the Wall Street Journal, it's gossip. And when they write things wrong, I feel I have to protect myself. I have to protect my voters. I have to protect MAGA. And if I don't do it, I wouldn't be here with you. I wouldn't be, frankly, I wouldn't be president. I wouldn't, who knows what would have happened if I didn't fight back. I mean, it turned out to be a whole phony thing, the Russia hoax, and many other hoaxes too. That was just an offshoot, but many other hoaxes. And so I feel I have to protect myself. Wall Street Journal, I find to be very dishonest as it pertains to me.
Of course, anytime Trump speaks, he doesn't make things better for himself. In fact, he recently left legal experts stunned by a recent admission of the knowledge of a grotesque crime.
In 2019, a Trump Organization attorney went on the record and said to the Washington Post the timing of the kicking him out of Mar-a-Lago was 2007, so it confirms the investigative reporting. And the reason he did it was because of the arrest a year earlier in Florida. So that's the timing of it in terms of when he ever took action. But now they're all saying from the White House that the reason that he took action was his knowledge.
So it's a year after arrest.
Right.
7 years after Virginia Giuffre is stolen. Right. 7 years after that.
7 years after that. So it's not a good look for them at the least. And that's about, in some sense, moral culpability, not legal culpability. There'd have to be more for that. But it does seem as though he's admitting to knowledge of a grotesque crime against minors. That's the problem.
He is using, and he himself has used the word creep.
And now things just got so much more intense. That's right, in today's top story, Epstein's victim just made Trump a shocking offer. Take a look at this.
As attorney Eric Lerner, he represented Epstein victim Jennifer Arose, who accused Jeffrey Epstein of stealing and her when she was a teenager. Great to see you, Eric. So what is the Arose family's reaction to Maxwell being transferred to a lower security facility in Texas?
Well, hi, Frederica, and thank you for having me today. The Arose family is outraged. Jennifer has been speaking to other survivors all week, and they can't understand why a convicted trafficker like Ghislaine Maxwell would be transferred to the lowest level security prison in our federal system, where prisoners could literally walk off the facility. And, they can't understand it, and they're very upset about it.
You said Jennifer Arose, your client, has spoken to other, victims of, this operation by Epstein and Maxwell. What is it they want revealed today, either by Ghislaine Maxwell, if she decides to, reveal any more, or what would they want revealed from this Epstein file? How would it be helpful to their plight?
Well, they want it revealed by the justice system releasing what they have. The justice system clearly has Jeffrey Epstein's emails. jeevacation@gmail.com. Google has it, and the justice system has it. Those emails would reveal a lot of what is being looked for. The Justice Department confiscated over 70 computers, hard drives, iPads, his cell phones. So release what they have, but getting names from Ghislaine is not worth giving her a pardon or giving her an easier sentence. So Jennifer and the other victims she spoke to would like me to strongly advocate against any pardon for Ghislaine Maxwell and highlight that such a move would be seen as a slap in the face to all survivors. And Jennifer would like to invite the president to meet with survivors like her so he can understand the pain they've been through and why a pardon should not be granted under any circumstances.
Has that invitation been conveyed other than right now on the air? And if so, what's been the response?
No, this is the first time that invitation has been made.
Okay. And how are you hoping to make sure that the president receives this invitation, if he's not watching right now, but perhaps he is? And what do you think the adequate response will be? How will that meeting, what do you envision in that meeting potentially taking place?
Well, we hope to get the message out today. We hope that this will be reported on, and we hope that the president is watching. And, if it's not reported on or the president isn't watching today, we're going to keep talking about it and we're going to keep speaking about it. And I believe he has a very smart group of people around him. And there's no reason, Jennifer is also from Queens, so they can relate to each other. And she's a New Yorker. She was recruited from a high school down the block from Epstein's home. None of her accusations involve anybody in Trump's circle. It's purely Epstein and Maxwell. And I think that they could talk one-on-one and she could really explain to him face-to-face what she's been through and what the other survivors like her have been through, and how under no circumstances should a pardon to Ghislaine Maxwell be considered.
At the end of the day, Donald Trump is a disaster for a president. He seems to be a disaster of a person, and he is utterly and completely morally bankrupt. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.